Come on, if you're coming. Um, you said, I take it you went to have a nap too. No,
Yeah,
I got distracted. Now do you understand, Sarah?
let's see. Let me get on
I
here and
tried though.
see what's going on.
Hello, that's Jen Sinclair.
All right, here we go. I'm good here. This other phone I use is so freaking slow, man. God, it is slow. Okay. All right. Hey, what is up, everybody? What is up? Yay! We have arrived. We are here. It is time.
Okay. Um,
Hey, hey, Dominic, what's going on? What's going on, Sarah? What's going on? Let me see here.
give me a minute and I will say what I said again to you, Sarah.
This is an old favorite of mine. This is nostalgia like crazy. I remember watching this thing when I was a kid. I always loved prom night. Didn't have a lot of good like that, but it's just a good slasher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always been my opinion.
What I said was that I tried to take a nap, um, but I got distracted. Okay. I know where I'm watching mine.
I,
Uh,
I need a new phone or something. My camera just looks like crap, man. I mean, it really does. Why does it look so bad? Is there any settings or anything that I can use or anything? Or is that just how it looks?
I'm not sure how to change
I
how.
mean, it's just awful. I never saw this that fuzzy, you know what I mean? When I make it, I'm not like when I'm live. That has got to be changed. I've got to change that because I don't like that at all.
Okay. Um, I will tell y'all all where you can stream this if you're in the U.S. I don't know about overseas or above us or
Here, I'll
below
pull
us, but I have it on my thing on Peacock,
There's a little.
Prime Video, and Hulu. And Keith here, Goraphobe, is putting a link to it on Look Movie too.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm trying to figure out why I look like that and why I'm coming through like that. I don't understand it. I don't understand what the problem is. I could
Maybe you should
try to
go out and come back in. Maybe
let me
that'll.
switch here. I have two phones. Let me switch phones too.
Okay.
See, maybe that's it.
Leave that alone. No. People can't message me. My cousin called me on Facebook. Then I got a message from my friend. Alrighty. Where is it at? I know what you meant. You can't have that. If the police are watching me, hello police, you can't arrest me. All I have is tobacco in this. So,
That's a lot better, isn't it?
yeah.
Man, that is like night and day different. Yep, it's my phone. I need a new one. And this is the old phone. I mean, they're both the old phone, but this is the old phone. Like, you got to hold that old phone. This is older than the hills, but it looks tons better. Now people's like, oh, that's what the motherfucker looks like. All right. Yeah, make it blurry again. No, I'm joking. Hey, yeah, nice to meet
Yeah,
everybody.
Tara agrees.
Yeah, I cannot use that phone anymore, obviously. But yeah, it's nice to meet everybody. Yep, this is me. How long have I looked blurry like that?
Um, You haven't looked blurry till
Really?
today.
Really? Like during the tournament or anything, I didn't look blurry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it finally had it. I think it's just finally had it. But it's the same phone that I've always used in the whole in the 4 years. Actually, the fifth will be my 4 year anniversary. So in like 3 days. I didn't even celebrate last year's. I didn't even celebrate the 3 year.
You should celebrate this year.
Man,
Do twice as much.
yeah, nah, I probably won't. It's no biggie. I got the thing on the burning coming on the 8th. I got the thing tomorrow with Karen. And then I got a couple other things planned. I plan on doing something with Drake. Um, I don't know. I might screw. I don't know. The fifth also would be my mom's birthday. It'd be her 85th birthday. Thank you very much.
Instead of saying, just goes to show new tech isn't worth the money sometimes.
Yeah, true, true, very true, very true.
Okay, I have a
That's true.
question for you, audience. You too.
Okay.
Are y'all ready for me
To to
What do you mean to?
that's the last thing I heard. Are y'all ready for me
Uh,
to?
oh, are y'all ready for me to click on to the streaming service to watch this movie and do the countdown?
Hey,
Okay,
I am whenever you are.
there
Sure.
is too. She's the only one talking, so right now.
Says she is ready. So hey, yeah, this is yeah. I got some nice additions to this. I got the Synapse Blu-ray of it. I got the limited edition 101 films version of it. It's the limited edition, and then I also have a German media book of it.
This movie is brought to you with limited interruptions.
I don't care. The last time I did this, they didn't do anything to me.
Are we starting it?
Oh crap. No, I'm just getting it where it's past the damn commercial.
Oh, okay.
When they go off, I'll do the countdown.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Sarah's never seen this movie.
Oh, cool. It's pretty good one. I
She's
enjoy it.
not
I enjoy it.
seen any of the 7 movies that I have on this in the few watches.
Mm. This is actually a Canadian slasher. It came out in 1980. Released July 18th, 1980, as a matter of fact, with a budget of about $1.5 million.
I have someone joining me for the second movie. I got a message today saying, I think I'm ready to do the movie that we talked about doing. Want to do it with me tonight? And I'm like, I can't. I'm doing a double feature of Prom Night 1 and 2. And they were like, I love Prom Night 2. Can you guess who is doing the second one with me?
Uh-uh. No, I don't know.
We
Who is it?
both know him.
Do I ever do anything with him? Did I used to do stuff with him?
Yes.
I
He
used to
was
do stuff
in
with
your
him.
tournament.
He was in my tournament.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few people that okay, and it's a he. We said there was Knight, there was John Doe Juggalo, there was JT, there was Drake, uh, let me see, damn, oh, shit. Who is it?
Well, let me tell you who I know from that list that I talk
Okay,
to on a regular basis.
okay,
Your son and JT.
okay. So which one is it? Is it my son or is it JT?
It's JT.
JT? JT, yeah. Well, I haven't seen JT in a minute. We always do. Well, shit. It's what been a couple weeks, so I guess it's not nearly as long as what I actually like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We've done a lot of stuff together. JT's horror discussions. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. You know, I
Ask
seen
me
Prom
his
Night 2
test.
once. I seen I seen Prom Night 2 one time back right after it first came out, and I remember being disappointed because it wasn't nothing like this one. And I haven't watched it since. I've always thought about it, but I just hadn't done it yet. A lot of people love it.
It's a good movie.
It's a lot like um, Bloody Mary or Urban Legend Bloody Mary, isn't it? It's got that aspect.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are y'all ready? Because I have mine set up. Do y'all have y'all's?
Yep. I'm ready to go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hello, Stu Mocker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Five, four, three, two, one, play.
All right. All right. Mine says film rise first. Did yours say film rise or is
Yeah,
mine
it
or
does mine too.
okay? And now it's Simcom Productions, so we're right on track. Simcom Production. That's the same production company that did Hell Night and a few others.
Everybody keeps telling me you should play your favorite movie, and I'll tell you in a minute what my favorite. I don't consider horror, but I say it's horror because some people do. Um, but everybody keeps telling me to do it, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I have to hear the soundtrack. I have to hear what they're saying. But
Right?
since I've been doing this and nobody's done anything to me, maybe I will put in Lost Voice.
Yeah, yeah. I did Lost Boys a couple years back with Karen.
You
I think
put up
that's the
a
first one we did.
poster when she did Pulse behind her bed, she was doing it with JT, and I said, I love the poster. She said, I put it up there especially for you. So she knows how much I love Lost Boys.
Yeah, yeah. I love the soundtrack to this. The whole soundtrack. I have it on vinyl. I have the LP, and it's really good.
um, Sarah is begging me to do it.
To do
Yeah, you and everybody else wants me to do the
it.
trust me. If I do uh, that movie, I know everything about it. It's not happened yet, but pretty soon you'll see a tragic thing, and this whole thing starts why we have a killer at prom night.
Thing about this one is you never have to guess who the killer is in this movie. You know what I mean? You pretty it's pretty much pretty straightforward. They act like it's going to be a big mystery, but it never was to me. Even at 8 years old, I still pretty much knew. But it has a good cast. It has Leslie Nielsen right before he started doing all those comedies. Right about the time of Airplane, right about the time he started doing them, I'd say. Between
Yeah.
his career, this I it was either this one or Terror Train was Jamie Lee Curtis's last one for many years. I think Terror Train was the last one. But
Yeah, it was after this movie.
yeah, they was gonna have one of the girls that was part time now and then on the Brady Bunch, but Jamie Lee Curtis's her manager got a hold of them and said, "Hey, how about having Jamie Lee Curtis in it as And they were like, "Well, shit." So they checked to see how much she wanted, and they said, "Well, of course, we'll take her. She was in Halloween." So then they forgot all about the Brady Bunch chick and put Jamie Lee Curtis in.
Look what I bought.
Oh, okay.
Everybody keeps on to me. Yan, you should be getting tobacco in tubes instead of cigarettes. It's cheaper.
Oh yeah, it is. That's what I do. Every now
Yeah,
and then I'll
well,
keep
you
myself from
told
getting
me it. Bones has told me it. Erica has told me it. Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, it's Let me see. When I first switched over to tobacco and tubes to rolling my own, it's back when I was still married, and we were spending it, and this was 10, 12, 13 years ago. We were spending like $400 or $500 a month on cigarettes. When we switched over to rolling our own, and went from $400 or $500 to like 40 per month. Big fucking difference. I mean, there's a lot of good shit you could do with that extra 350, $400. That's how much you save, man. That was the difference. 400 to like 40. It's a cheaper brand of gas.
I can't do it right now. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, this one is so good, sir.
I didn't say anything. He said how much cheaper it is.
Oh yeah, it is. Ask me, I'll tell you.
They have to pay a lot more. For one pack of cigarettes, 20 cigarettes, $22 over there.
They're just being brass. They don't realize what they're gonna. Why she keeps backing up all the way to the window and shit and just beyond me. I'd have been looking back there. It seemed like they eventually at one point they would have stopped. It's like come the fuck on. Especially once she gets up here, you don't keep doing it because she's not paying attention. She's just terrified. So she dies. Now, when she falls here, she lands on these windows. A window falls out and lands on top of her, which, I mean, I'm sure she's dead right now, but any chance she has of still being alive is gone once this window falls out and lands on her. That's something I didn't notice that much as a kid. I didn't notice the extra window falling out, but it does. She has a chance of still being alive if she didn't get stabbed by any of the glass. I don't want to go to jail. I swear. What a bully this chick is. And she's still a bully at senior in high school, Wendy.
Yes,
She's
you were good, and you didn't peek.
See? Here goes that window, lands right on her. Oh. So she had any chance of being alive. That ended that. And they just leave her there, man. That is so cold. Just scared kid, you know what I mean? They're just afraid they're gonna get in trouble. Which they probably would, but they wouldn't, you know what I mean? They wouldn't call them murderers.
Yeah,
Person comes walking up
they're
here.
children. They didn't even touch her.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, they would never suspect them of killing her on purpose, especially back then,
Yeah.
They would know it was a bad accident. All they have to do is just be honest and be like, we was playing a game and we was doing this
And
killer to come
now
in.
this stupid detective thinks that it's
A child murderer, yeah.
SA.
Some local child killer, some local pervert. Yeah, that's what he assumes it is. Well, I mean, it does kind of fit the MO, I guess, from what they say. You kind of understand, I guess, except for I think the killer had, he had done other things to the kids, which was not done to her, which that changes
Exactly.
the whole MO. That changes the whole MO. So it's almost like he's just trying to sweep this under the rug and just be like, oh, he did this too.
But no, I think he believed it because he wasn't talking. It was in his mind. He was thinking about. So,
Mm. Yeah, but they remember they go looking for him and shit though, and then he crashes his car or some shit, gets all fucked up. Robin Ann Hammond.
10 years.
I kind of lost this.
Taken from.
So the mom hasn't moved on at all. She's still that's sad because some people never do. It's hard. That's her baby.
Well, the reason I say that it wasn't being struck on where I was exactly right. He he's there with her,
Yeah.
and that means that that was his daughter.
Mm-hmm. And then here's the brother that happened to see it because he never actually left. because they're like twins. I do believe. I do believe that was his twin.
Yeah, like he said, this character is supposed to be straight edged. He didn't do no comedy in this movie. Well, nobody did except for the girl.
Yeah, yeah. Alexander
I'm
Hamilton.
watching this on Amazon. I'm telling you that so you know that I have commercials. I
Okay.
know you being in the horror community, you've heard all about that.
Let me let me know when you get a commercial and I'll pause it.
Okay. No.
That guy, that dude back there is the dude from the Cronenberg movies. He's in Scanners. He's in Rabid. He's in I think he's even in Shivers. He's definitely in the Brood. He's a dude that's got that shit going.
In the Brood.
It's Robert Silverman. Yeah, he played Mr. Sykes. There you go. Got to play. This is one of my trivia questions. When he talks to Wendy, Wendy, I still like to play games. This is Jude here, I think. Jude. Okay, come out to play tonight. I'll see you at the prom. I love the dude she meets. Slick, he is a fucking blast, man. Slick. This guy's got nerve to name himself Slick. He's anything but slick, you know?
Yeah.
I
Definitely
love
not
it.
slick.
I love it. Dude's got a lot of balls to call himself Slick. I mean, he's this goofy looking guy. You got to respect that. Yeah. Some more cream. Yeah. You call me Slick. I love it. You know, he's like I would have to call him Slick. You know what I mean? I would enjoy calling this guy Slick. Straight to Hamilton High. Yeah. Nice band though, especially for for back then. That was a damn good band. Back when you could have
Especially
this band.
for somebody as young as him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh hell yeah, it's not
He's
even mom and dad.
probably only like 21, 22, something like that.
You
If
either
that.
either mom and dad got money or he's got a good job, one of the two, and that's all he has to pay for is his van. You know.
Yeah.
Kelly, it's been a long time. It's my turn. Creepy prank calls, man.
Yeah. Very creepy.
The other girl didn't
It
get bothered by it.
reminds me of something. They didn't emanate off of any movies, as far as I know, but they did the same thing in Scream 3, Cotton Weary. Instead of a creepy guy, it was a woman.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but it sounded like a woman.
Well, Black Christmas did, but Black Christmas is those were like the ultimate prank calls. You don't get any better than that. That was the most twisted prank calls there's ever been.
Yeah, well, I don't think this is the level of Black Christmas.
Oh well, hell no! But I'm just comparing the crank calls of the serious, the scariness of the prank calls because he was vulgar and everything else on Black Christmas.
Oh, I just remembered another movie that did it. When a stranger calls.
Yep. Have you checked the children? Yep.
What do you want?
Why haven't you checked the children?
And then the last time she screams it, and he's like, "Your blood all over me."
Yeah. What do you want? Your blood all over me. Yeah. Finally, she decides to check the children and finds out that they've been dead for hours, and he's up there with them. Oh wow.
Have you seen the sequel?
Yes. When a stranger calls back. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it before I've seen the original.
Mm.
But you don't have to see the original to understand the plot line.
No,
It's
they do a
good.
good job of yeah, they do a good job of explaining what happened before. Yeah, they chased this guy down because they were going to accuse him, and he ran from them because he was wanted anyway. He wasn't running because of the Hammond girl. He was just running because of his other crimes. And it caused him to crash the car, and he got all burned up and shit. Bummer. Detective and the doctor, yeah. The meeting of the minds. Oh, yeah, escape. Took him years to heal well enough to try to escape. It'd be kind of hard for him to hide though, being all burned up like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's trying to do anything, but I think he's just trying to get the fuck away now. I don't think he's trying to do shit. Yeah, man, I think that would be the worst way to. Oh man, getting burnt like that.
I don't understand why when they find him again, he's where what's your name died at. Maybe
Just
he heard them talking about it and he wanted to go there to look at what he didn't do or something. But
by chance, maybe. I mean, it happens to be a big abandoned building. You know what I mean? Maybe just by chance he just ended up there. Just one
yeah,
of those things. Here she is, the Wendy. She was in a lot of shit back there around this time. She was in a movie called Savage Harvest with Tom Skerritt. She played a very small role in Halloween 2. She's with the nurse. She's the one that talks the nurse into taking her home instead of getting to work on time.
yeah, I know.
She was in a lot of shit back then. She was she might have been a soap opera, but I always thought she should have done more. She plays a good asshole. I mean, there's always room for the asshole role. Spoiled little bitch roles. Her and her Corvette at fucking 17 years old. Come on, you're gonna get your 17-year-old a Corvette. Bad decision.
Who the heck is going to give him plastic surgery? That's what I want to know.
Uh, yeah, that kind of takes a. You have to go through a process before you can do that. They don't just say, "Okay, let's do it."
And well, you can get it done on the black market and everything, but it
Yeah,
has to have lots of money. Not to mention the fact I don't know if he would be up for that after having every part of his body burned.
yeah. You kind of have to have something for them to take it from. You gotta kind of have to have some skin somewhere that they can use. This Lou, or this guy, he's a one continuous eyebrow Neanderthal looking dude. He's crawling all up on her, checking her out, and shit, just totally sexually harassing her. Talk about sexual harassment. Them two back there. Go sit on it, ape. One of those old insults. Go sit on it. Damn. Got him in trouble. She knows he don't want her anymore. She just messing with him. They do a good job of making the silly flirting girls. You know what I mean? It comes off pretty genuine, I think. Running down the hallway being silly, giggling and shit. Yep, here they are. Yep, they've already found him. He killed that nurse that he took. So yeah, I guess he is still into killing people. Yeah, nice guy. Huh? Yeah, I think it was just by chance. I think it was just because that was a close place and it was abandoned. He just happened to be in a hospital close to there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, but that does make it look really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
She was okay.
She was about 20,
Halloween was
78.
1978, right?
Yeah, and she was 18, so she's 20 here.
Yeah. He was 20.
Yep, she's 20. Monobrow, yeah. Lou, go sit on an ape. He does kind of come up like an ape.
Mm.
Fruitcake on the loose. You're definitely fruitcake on the loose. With the prom coming tonight, oh wow. So you got two fruitcakes running around. But the fruitcake in this, he has a specific line of people that he wants to deal with. He's not just out trying to kill nurses and shit. Pick him up before nightfall. Well, you better get to it. Stop standing there around there bullshitting then. So I'm picking him up before nightfall. Bam. Yeah, this is just a few months before Terror Train. Um, let's see, she also did. Remember that. She also did road games in here too. And
I'm
then she
trying
left.
to think of what she did after Terror Train, but I'm coming up with a blank.
That was
Um,
road games, I do believe, with Stacy Keach. And then she didn't do anything
now
like
what?
that again for years. She changed her. She completely got away from this kind of movie.
Yeah.
She wanted to try to go for awards, and you know.
Yeah, well, I didn't see very many of her movies. That
Me
were
either. Not
for
after
me.
these.
A fish called Wendy.
Fish Called Wanda, yeah, and she also did a movie called.
Hello, Rob.
She did one with
Wow, you're here.
John Travolta called
Do you
Perfect.
need a
She did,
time to?
Hey Rob, what's
I'm
going
about to call.
Yeah, Perfect with Travolta. She did Blue Steel later on.
Do you know
Trading
what he's been
Trading
in?
Places. Trading. She did Trading Places.
Um, but yeah, I seen a fish called Wanda, and I want to say something else. I can't remember what it was, and I seen Freaky Friday. I take it that your stream is over. I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I was lurking though. It was right at the end. Let's see. What were you and Captain talking about? Oh, JFK. And all the actors in it. Right now, I can't remember any of who's in JFK except for y'all talked about John Candy being in that and Kevin Bacon.
Oh, Brother's a bad motherfucker too. Brother's taking
You
on longer.
blame him. He's protecting his sister, and them damn creeps are being after.
He's fighting all of them, all three of them.
He's doing a pretty good job.
Oh, and big punched him from behind. Yeah, that's the problem with taking on three motherfuckers. Somebody's gonna hit you from behind.
I bet you do. I've never had that.
Bacon. And, okay.
No, JFK had a bunch of stars in it, and he making a joke. It had Kevin Bacon and John Candy in it,
Mm-hmm.
or Candy Bacon. But yeah, I've never even seen Candy Bacon. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's not already invented, I think with how many we know that people are always watching us and taking notes, right? Uh, Maybe they'll do it today. Since I talked about candy bacon. They've made every damn thing else with bacon. Why not candy? What was he in? Mr. Muscle Man trying to look like John Travolta.
I'm not sure. I didn't really see him in much. So he went by a couple different names. Eddie Benton slash David Mucci. He is convinced that that dude is the same dude, and that there's something special about that school, and that's why he went back there. And when you're thinking like that, you know you're never going to get the right person.
They're not going to, they're teenagers now, but they're never going to arrest children for
Yeah.
murdering their friend.
Well, unless it actually is murder, the accident like that, no. They just panic. I love this cliff. This is freaking awesome.
Not back then, they wouldn't have.
This is
Even if it had been real murder.
we're outside of Ontario, so this is really nice scenery. Wow, her birthday just happens to fall. Robin, the little girl that died's birthday just happens to fall on the day of their senior prom. What a bummer.
I think um, I'm always a not paying much attention, but I think that the reason her brother is so attached to his sister and her death is they were twins.
Yeah. He's actually thinking about telling her.
Yeah.
Try to kill your relationship because I just don't know if that could work. Even though he didn't mean to, she would still hold it against him that he kept a secret all that time and didn't say nothing. All these years, people thought that she was murdered. Yeah, I'm afraid she wouldn't be happy. Nice car. She slams his head into the dashboard.
The cliff looked like it had a landslide not too long ago before this movie was made.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. All right, don't get nervous. He entertains me. He's he just totally sucks socially. This guy does. And every woman he sees to him is like a piece of meat.
Some of the people that the killer kills, I feel bad for. But when oh no, I'm gonna shut up now.
Shut up now, why?
Sarah's never seen this movie.
Right, right. Oh, well, just talk about something else. You don't have to talk about what goes on later in the movie. You just talk about what's already happening, what's happening now. Like this right here when this
Oh Lord, yeah, the girl flashing that creep.
with a beautiful ass. Jesus. Purdy ass.
What possessed her to do that?
Well, I'm guessing because he kind of catches glances at him a lot. You know, just little looks, and they can tell. So she knows that he likes her. So she figured she'd just be a brat and show him the whole ass. Which I'm sure he's appreciative, but at the same time, it's not something anybody would do now. I wouldn't think, not knowing what all we know. Bad idea. Bad idea. Because he's kind of odd anyway. And if he's already
Boy,
catching
is
glimpses,
she conceited.
and if he's already catching glimpses, he probably should have been fired by now. They just wouldn't take that chance now. Big difference between now and then. Can't have perverts roaming about the high school.
Uh, they were still doing it when I was in school. Now they're more strict about who they let in, but
This is probably the best brawl I've ever seen. The brawl that Jamie Curtis is wearing is the coolest brawl.
yeah.
It really does the job. Makes the breast stickers look real pretty too. Yes, it does. She just stepped outside the door with her shirt wide open.
Yeah, you gotta watch with us.
She steps out the door, tip sticking out with the damn bra on. Nope, I don't see him. What if he was out there?
I don't know where you're at, but shotgun? That's not where
No,
we're at.
no, that was him bashing the mirror. See, he stole a piece of it. And then right there is that Mr. Sykes looking weird like usual.
He's trying to figure her out. She looked at him weird first.
Right, right.
Yeah, the killer took and smashed the mirror and to get a piece of glass.
And to scare him, you know what I mean? Just all the above.
Hmm.
All of the above. Nick, Nick, Nick. Oh, there you go. God damn it, Nick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, it did. I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know for sure whether I don't think he shot it. I think if he actually shot it, it'd been in a lot worse shape. But I think he just took the other side of the knife or whatever it was he had, and you know, bashed it. It just made a lot of noise. Tell all should do. Kim's head of the dance club.
This is reminiscent to me of Carrie when them
Mm,
two hoodlums are about to pour the blood. They're watching.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Travolta and Nancy Allen, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely not the level of Carrie though. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. It'll be beautiful. See, here's your red herring here.
He is a maintenance man. He can go anywhere in the whole school.
Yeah, that's why they keep pointing to him. They want you to think that that something's wrong with him. They want you to
There
think
is
that
nothing wrong with him.
yeah, but not this kind of wrong. Not murder students kind of wrong that we know of.
Uh, I just think he is likes to look at teenage girls.
Oh well, yeah, that's obvious. We've already established that. That that's why
I
the
didn't.
blonde.
I never thought he was a killer. I mean, I
Right,
just
right.
thought he was
Yeah, that's why the blonde with the pretty butt showed it all to him. Mr. Side. He actually licked his lips when she did that. Dude was like, was like, damn,
yeah, in it.
maybe
He
you
may
shouldn't work
be
with
a
him.
she knows he's not a killer.
Yeah,
He's
they could.
pretty dazed. There's something about him that makes you think he's not all there. He ain't got the capacity to go
Yeah,
and think up, smash the dang mirror.
yeah, they would
Not
kick
to
his ass.
mention the fact that when that happened, he was up on that ladder placing
Yeah,
light bulbs.
well, a few seconds later, yeah, they would kick his ass if he tried anything.
He had to get the ladder and he had to put it up
Well,
and then climb it.
maybe he is. Maybe he's just really fast. But yeah, I think they'd kick his ass if he tried anything. Those girls would. He'd get hurt.
Yeah.
They're still after this guy. But see, there's no way that they could know about the prank calls and shit because the girls haven't told anybody. So it's like they don't know there's anything even going on. They're just worried about this guy that killed the nurse. And something else completely different is happening. They don't know about the calls or anything. They don't even know what happened to the little girl many years before. And it's not a good police department.
Yeah.
They're completely lost. She just looks like a woman that's stressed, the mom does. You know what I mean? She just looks like she does a really good job of just looking just like she's just not together.
Well, it's hard,
She does a really good
especially
job.
for mothers when they lose their children.
It's hard for fathers too. Trust me.
I know that, but I'm just saying,
Any
there's
parent to lose a child, it's not the natural order of things. It's just not the way it's supposed to go. It's horrible. It's the worst thing you could ever go through. Um, Years later, it just doesn't change. You know what I mean? Your brain just teaches you to accept it somewhat. You never get over it.
yeah, there's some things you can never get over. Some
Right.
things You can, but uh,
Yeah, it's just it's just not the way it's supposed to be.
I think I'm gonna go to bed instead of doing a double feature.
Okay. Tired, huh?
Well, I've talked about this before with some of the horror community people,
Mm-hmm.
um, especially Knight, and me and him had long discussions about this back in the 70s and 80s. A few movies into the 90s, but the cops were virtually useless.
Right.
And we even went so far as to say, why did they even put them in the storyline? They're just,
Yeah, like the cops. Yeah, the smoking and bandit cops and shit. That's like the ultimate. That's like the ultimate version of it. They literally made a joke out of them in those movies. Dukes of Hazard, just whatever. They made them look like clowns.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, you can tell it's really bothering him. He's standing there staring at a picture of her. He wants to be honest with her so bad, but he has to know that if he does, the relationship's over. I just don't see her being able to keep going out with him after that. You know what I mean? I just don't see it, regardless whether he did it on purpose or not.
Okay, the commercial's starting.
It's just I just you know it would change everything.
Keith, commercial on.
Yeah, yeah, I paused it. I paused it. That was a long time before you had your first commercial like that.
Now, go through history. I mean, there is a killer called the Night Stalker slash the Sunshine Killer, and he was a police officer. Why he was doing the damn murder?
All the original Night Stalker. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Golden State Killer. Yeah, Golden State Killer. He's also the East Area Rapist.
yeah.
Yeah. They finally caught him when he was 70 some years old. He was making a roast. This is what, about 7, 8 years ago? He's like, here, let me go shut my roast off. And they caught him because the people leave their DNA and shit. He was shocked. He was like,
Oh,
wow.
40,
You just don't get over
39,
that shit anymore.
38, 37, 36, 35, 33, 32, 31, 29, 28, 27, 25, 24, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. It was like 2 hours and something clock.
Are you not in a very good mood tonight or something? Or just tired? Or
Yeah.
yeah, I can kind of tell that you're not quite yourself. There he is. He comes to pick her up in a prom with a bottle of whiskey and his buddies in the car with him.
He has to bring them everywhere he goes.
It's ridiculous. It's like, dude, you picked her up for the prom with your buddies in your t-shirts and shit.
I don't understand the question. Do you?
Question. What question? Um,
One on the screen.
I met I met the woman in the red dress. Yeah. She was just stating that that's where she was at in the movie.
Uh,
Yeah, that's where we are, sir.
yeah. Yes, he is. And I'm sure you'll be happy when you find out what happened.
Yeah, yeah, he is. He's a dipshit. He just doesn't have a clue, man. He really doesn't.
Yeah, we're the same part.
Yeah, yeah. Picks him up with his fucking goofy buddies. It's a problem, dude. For one thing, you don't pick up your date with your car full of buddies to begin with, prom or no prom. Even if it's not the prom, you don't whip up to pick up your date with your fucking backseat full of your drunk friends. It's just, it's just not a good look. Yeah, remember the song to this? They actually made a song, Prom Night. Everything is all right.
Yeah, I'm in for it.
I love that song.
They played the dang thing at my prom.
Did they? That's
Of
great.
course, I remember it. I had to
Prom Night.
hear it at prom night.
Everything is all right. And that's all. It's mainly what they say throughout the song. And they play that song in this for like the last 15 minutes of it. Prom night. The song's on the album too. I had to listen to it. It made me smile. I just had to. There's this guy trying his ass off to finally get some ass from his girlfriend. He thinks it's his prom night. He's gonna get lucky. Disco was big here too. You can see all the disco things and around. Disco was starting to die out by 1980, though, wasn't it? I think it already had its heyday. There she is with Slick. Slick's about 5.5 feet tall. I love this. I'm Slick. And Nick says, I can see that. See? So I noticed. I'm Slick. So I noticed. Saturday Fever. Saturday Fever is such a good film too. It is such a good movie. The cops are fucking flirting and checking out the fucking girls. Did you see that?
Who
I
is
remember
she
seeing that.
talking about? When she
Huh?
said, who are you talking about, Sarah? Just as long as they ain't going to do something bad with her, though.
I think she's talking about
Oh,
that the carload of his friends when he picked her up with his friends. No, he was just being a jackass.
he's a weird ass. Um, there's no reason or rhyme to why he did it.
He's just a
They
jackass.
didn't do anything to her.
He's just a big mouth jackass bully. but he
I
does like
mean,
her.
as soon as they get to prom, he dumps her to do whatever, leaves her all alone, and he goes messing with everybody.
Well, she don't give a shit about him anyway. She just stood up there with him so she could go and try to get Nick back. She doesn't care about that dude.
Yeah,
She wants
she wants, what's her name? Jamie's character's boyfriend, because they used to be together.
yeah Nick yeah yeah she don't yeah. She don't care about what Lou does. She just wants Nick. Here it is. Here's the song. Prom night.
Tara thinks it's weird seeing him play a straight role.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen, where he's actually not goofing
Yeah.
off. Yeah, yeah. Prior to this, prior to like Airplane, all of his roles were straight roles. It was around this time is when he changed. Throughout the '70s, like the late '60s and throughout the '70s, he played all
Actually,
straight roles.
there is one movie that he was in the 80s that was kind of straight.
Yeah, well, he
Freak
did Creep
show.
Show also. Yeah, Creep Show. Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it was Naked Gun and Airplane and shit like that throughout the '80s. There's maybe this last one where he actually, besides Creep Show, strange casting. That's for sure. I guess he liked to fart a lot or some shit. He'd make farting noises and then he'd go around acting like somebody else did it. That's what they were talking about during the behind the scenes, the documentary about this. He'd make fart noises and look over at you and be like, "Damn." He's just joking around with him. He said he was a
But
lot of
yeah,
fun.
um, it had to be, she had to be talking about, let's see now, because everybody else is kind of relatively no
Unknown.
names.
Unknown, yeah. Yep, yep.
He looks familiar, but he was in some kind of cop show, I believe,
Yeah, it was a
from
police
70s,
squad.
80s,
Police squad.
maybe.
Police squad is what led to Naked
That,
Gun. Police squad was like the
you mean the
what?
guy that's her date, Nick? Or,
No, I was talking about Nielsen.
I'm talking about Jamie's
I don't know
character.
him.
He looks familiar from something, but my
His name's
mind's.
his name's Casey Stevens. If that helps. This is a cop that's still just like, damn it, what's going on? Where is this guy? I'm sorry she's even allowed to go to the prom after the stunt she pulled with showing her ass. There's obviously not a lot of discipline goes on at this school because she showed her whole ass and she still at prom that night. If that had been done at my school, she wouldn't have been at the prom. It's Jude. Hey, Jude.
I don't understand. A puff of smoke. What does that
I,
even mean?
I think Rob's referring to what I was talking about with Leslie Nielsen farting and then kind of blaming it on other people or whatever. I do believe that's what he's referring to. That's why I say exactly.
I can't remember. You know how it is, fibro. And I'm making myself stay awake, so it's even worse.
Right, right. Well, then, too bad you're so tired. It's kind of hard to enjoy the. Kind of hard to enjoy the show. Ooh, we have boobs. We had a protruding nipple, and he's going for it. He's going for it. He's rounding second base. This third base, he's going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Up there goes the hand, and he's about to be out. He's about to be out. Strike. No, you're out. Get out of here, motherfucker. Go sit on the bench. He's going for it too. She just not ready. She just not ready. She just ain't having it. Probably without a bit of gas. Yeah. Well, yeah. You know. Now they've been going together all this time, and he's ready to dump her at the prom because she's not ready to have sex. What a fucking lousy guy! What a lousy asshole, man!
Yeah.
My first love, I waited for 7 months for her. 7 months because she had never done anything before. I waited 7 months for her because I truly loved and cared about her.
And it just makes me think, and she probably was thinking this. He just wants my body, and he'd
Mm-hmm.
leave me. And if
I,
he
I,
can do this to her before she gives it up, why not
I,
after?
I would have waited as long as I needed to because that's how I felt about her. You know what I mean? 7 months is a long time when you're in high school. But hey, she's who I wanted, so I waited for her. And I never would have done this shit, man. That's crazy. See, she thinks he's just fucking around like he's gonna come right back. She does a good job of looking completely just heartbroken. She does a pretty good job. She was a stage actress, I do believe, is what they said in the from what I found out about it. She did some stage shit. He just left her there, man.
The worst part is, well, she don't have to she don't have to have a broken heart for long.
That's true. That's
But I
that's one
feel
positive way.
bad for her.
That's one positive way of looking
She's
at it.
one
Yeah,
of the people that I'm like, why did you do this?
yeah. There's that piece of mirror. Now, Kelly. Now. She has no idea why this is happening. Oh man. So she got fucked over by her boyfriend. He left her alone so she could get killed. There, there's one down.
Well, if he had stayed, he would have been a dead man too.
Well, I think he's waiting for her to be alone, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
maybe
just
he's afraid that he couldn't take that.
well, he was probably watching and it just worked in his favor. He left her alone and he said, "Oh well, here's my chance." He comes out and immediately hooks up with some other chick. Well, what a dog, man. That's fucked up.
What the hell is Wendy? Oh, she's not talking to Nick. Yes, she was.
I'm running upset. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This job is so hard. I don't know who the killer is. I don't know where he is. God damn it. I'm sitting here at the
Yeah.
prom. Ah, just Slick and Jude. Hey, Jude and Slick. He said, I'm slick. He said, yeah, I can see that. Back then, if you had a van like this, you had the shit because fuckers lived out of their van. It's the ones that had that had carpeting on the walls and all that shit. I remember seeing these vans all the time. Major call.
He
Yeah,
ain't an asshole. He just gotta go to the bathroom.
yeah. He's a pretty good guy. You know,
Yeah,
Slick's a good dude.
he defends his lady.
Oh, he sure does. He sure does. He sure does. He gives it all he's got. That's for sure. It's a bed on wheels. Oh hell yeah! But but, but I think she's the
But
first woman that he's gotten.
I disagree with that. My dad was in his 30s and he did this crap to his family.
Well, it's different when you're in your 30s. But if you're a teenager, you're setting it up hoping it's going to be a bed on wheels. Everything's a bed when you're a teenager, right?
Yeah,
It's like, yep, this will work. This is a bed. No, it's not a bed. That's a cement slab.
most
Well, hey,
people anyway. Not me. And I didn't
these two,
sleep much growing up. 3, 4 hours of sleep a night. That was about it.
these two are actually into each other. You know what I mean? They're actually becoming a couple. I think.
Yeah.
I think they would have
More
become a couple.
so than the ones that were together for.
Yeah, they actually dig each other. You know what I mean? She
It's like they had the different types. There's
right.
Wendy that wants someone that she can't have because she's with someone. There's the typical asshole jock that only wants the girl for bad.
Yeah,
And then there's the just mad, but they're totally into each other, and you could see them doing the whole being in a relationship. And then there's the long term couple that are together.
yeah. I think these two would have been together for a while. May end up staying together for a good long time. You never know. Having a little family and shit. They're a nice little couple, Slick and Jude are. They even hold hands on the way back to the van. That's sweet.
Oh, Sarah said over here it's not a thing. The van thing, that is.
Well,
I don't understand that.
well, it hasn't been a thing here in a really long time either. You know what I mean? This is back in like the 70s and 80s it was, but not it hasn't been since then really. Now, if you're driving around a van, people think you're a pervert. You know, his box full of joints.
Not always.
Well, just depends on the van.
Yeah, I'm talking about like if you see a van and it's got a company logo on it, you don't think a damn thing.
Right, right. But if it's
That's
white with
usually what you
with no
see
windows,
vans for nowadays.
you don't want to drive a van around that doesn't have any windows in the back.
That had a window.
People
One, two, three.
people instantly think that now if you don't have any windows in the back, you must be some kind of a. I personally never owned a van because vans just aren't a thing really anymore. You just don't see many of them, especially the old ones like this. You hardly ever see a van like this. Oh shit! No,
It's not a
no. Oh
rolling
man!
stream because Sydney had sex and she didn't die in it.
Slick punched him right in the fucking
Woo!
face and knocked
Go
him over.
Slick, go!
Well, he stabbed the shit out of Jude. Jude's dead already. So he started backing. Yeah, yeah,
Kick his ass.
yeah. You don't have sex in a horror movie because it takes your attention off of the killer. You know, it takes your attention off of watching out for a killer. That's the problem. You have sex, you can't really pay attention to some crazy. He's driving out the fucker and fighting the maniac. Slick's like, leave me alone. Get off me, man. Get his ass out of it. Slick's tough. He's fighting for his life. Damn, he got a hold of his head and shit, put him in a sleeper roll. Stop the game and fight this motherfucker, dude.
More
Oh,
importantly than don't have sex in horror films. Don't fight the killer.
he should have stopped that van and fought him. He'd been a lot better off.
But he wanted to defend his lady.
You fight a lot better if you're not driving at the same time, you know?
Yeah. Damn or two more that I didn't like that got killed.
Yeah, he was in a handful of Cronenberg movies. It's Robert Silverman. He did pretty good. He does a good job of coming off strange, that's for sure.
I forgot about that. His creepy ass friend was kissing on Wendy.
Yeah, he's just hanging around with them. It's like it's a threesome going on there. What the fuck? She just wants to get away from them and be with Nick, but they're like, I don't know.
He's a good guy. They're not.
Yeah. Well, but
But
he got
she's
sick of
not
her
a
shit.
good girl.
But he got sick of her shit, left her, and went to Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, I do. I got some right here in my pocket. Looks like you got enough mascara.
No, you smart ass bitch. Time for you to die.
Yeah, fuck off. You don't get none. When it's time for you to get killed, you don't get mascara. Uh-oh. Flick the lights off. Now. She's pretty tough, though, and she's pretty fast. I mean, she ducked that shit. He's like, oh, yeah, you forgot your axe, man. He chased her, and he's like, oh, shit, my axe. He went back and got it. He did. He went all the way there and was like, oh, shit, yeah, the axe. Yeah, you don't forget the axe, man. You're not making a very efficient killer. Whoa. See,
Run all you like, Wendy.
she's
Look
pretty
at you.
she's pretty resourceful when she doesn't fall down. She
She's
tumbled
not
on the
dead
penguin.
yet. But you're ahead of us.
Hmm. What?
Sarah's saying the lady in red is dead.
Oh, she's ahead of us. She didn't pause it when we paused it earlier. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, I paused it because you had a commercial, and And
She said she did.
that's why, yeah, she's ahead of us. Just a little bit, couple minutes. Just a couple. She pokes her head up, looking around. Is he?
Oh, no, I'm not. I was doing it like the song. LOL. What?
Oh, lady. Okay. Lady in red is dancing with me. Cheek to cheek.
When she's scared, she looks like she's too old to be in high school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I noticed that. Yeah. Yeah, it does age her. It's like some of her makeup's come off or something.
Yeah. But stress really makes you, well, he's gonna find you now, Wendy. You scream for no damn reason.
Now, shot glass.
Believe it or not, I've never seen Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, that's a good show. Good movie. It's not what you think it would be.
So they kind of are misleading with the ad. I can't say that I'm upset about that. I mean, with all the damn ads now showing you every damn thing.
Right. He's just
You
not
never
wearing the kind of shoes
regret.
you chase. You know what I mean? He's not wearing the kind of shoes you chase somebody. Of course, she isn't either. She's running around in heels. She's doing a good job running around in those heels.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously used to wearing heels. What's up with the sparkles on his mask? It's weird. Bam!
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, she hit with a broom. See, she's a tough ass.
Yeah.
She's the only one that's really
And
giving.
and that's why he waited to kill her.
Yeah, yeah. She gave more of a fight than Slick. You can see that one dude is in there where she just came in. That Mr. Sykes is in there. He's on the other side. He's watching this. She just ran there. I don't think he knew this was going on, but he's in there. You can just see right over his shoulder. You can see him breathing. Mr. Sykes is in that closet.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't notice for years, but he is. They actually talked about that because right after this is when he comes out all drunk, going, "The killer is loose. The killer is loose." Oh, oh. Yeah, blood dripping from somewhere. How did Mr. Sykes not see that shit though? You know what I mean? It's kind of strange. He had to have noticed it. See,
He
she's on.
didn't
She's in
know.
there. She's in there where that Mr. Sykes is at. And
There it
see,
is.
they're all in there. And oh, now, God, oh, ah, nah. He hates her. He's chopping the shit out of her.
She is the worst one of all of them, and he knows it.
Yeah. Yes. That's the only thing that I can figure. That are too scared, sir. That's the only thing I can figure. But he was in there. He was on the other side of that shelf. When she first ran in there, you could see over his shoulder and you could see him breathing. You can see part of his head and you can see his shoulder right here. And for years, I didn't notice that. But the making of thing, they talked about it. There's a couple of making ofs, but if you can find one of them, check it out. And they discussed that. Because here in a minute, when he comes out, he's drunk as hell, talking about killer being loose. So he witnessed that murder. Yeah, he's either too drunk or too scared or both. See, see, here he is. That doesn't mean you still listen to him when he's saying there's a killer loose, whether he's drunk or not. Getting drunk don't make you fucking hallucinate.
Sarah saying it's a bummer you don't see the kills.
Yeah, that's the one thing that people complain about with this. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You know, he's got his buddy there lighting his cigarette for him. Thank you. That's why that guy came to prom with him. He's the official cigarette lighter. When Bully there wants a cigarette, he's got a lighter. You think it's a skinny dweeb there behind him? Why ain't the dweeb dude lighting the cigarette? He just orders people around. So they're like, fuck off. Do it yourself. But yeah, even though you don't see the kills, it's still a pretty good one, I think, in my opinion. Of course, back then you didn't see the kills as much back then as like you do now. You know what I mean? You didn't get all that gore back then with these.
Yeah.
They were a little slower burn. You know what I mean? I prefer them, but it could be because I was a kid and I was raised on these. So you're always gonna love what you grew up on. It's always gonna be your favorite because you watched them at such a important time in your life. Well, they took him out and now they're gonna present him as the king just to ruin the prom. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And there he's unconscious. Like, damn, dude. Uh oh.
Well, it saved him.
Yeah. Yeah, because he thinks that that's him up there wearing that crown. Which I mean, it's dark in there, but you can tell it's not him. He ain't nearly that big in the shoulder. His hair's not black, you know. I, I guess he's just not paying attention. I was a twat. Right, right. Here's the ceremony that they practiced all that time for, so that Lou could do
I thought you liked the twist, Sarah. I was waiting for, yeah.
it. Ooh, 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 ooh.
That bloody for you?
Oh, hit off. Rolls out there. Everybody's like, "What the fuck? What is it?" And he shocked himself. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, head! We have head." Lots of head. It's Prom.
Yeah. Everybody's freaking out.
You got a big fat head too, man. I got a head that looks big. Thing of it is, though, once he swung that axe and chopped his head off, see, he got shocked because he hit the cords. I don't know. Does electricity go through wood real easy?
I'm not sure. I think it can go through anything, though.
Well, it can't go through
Maybe
rubber.
not steel or lead, but or iron, but
Rubber is the one thing that electricity can't go through for sure. But I'm not sure about wood. The handle was rubber, he'd been fine. What a shocker. Nick's getting beat up again. He's like, "Get off me! I'm trying to
yeah,
kill
he
this guy."
definitely deserved to die.
I was like, "Damn! I'm just trying to kill
Him
this
and
motherfucker."
Whitney were the worst of the worst.
You going through some changes? Damn, just a fucking just a spider. Goddamn. Leave me alone. Who are you? Why are you attacking me? Oh, right in the fucking head. Good thing it didn't chop right into it.
Don't worry about Jamie.
Oh. Oh, she looked to his eyes and was like, "Oh no." She recognized that shit. Man, she recognized that. She's like, "Oh wow, you're shitting me." You don't have to shoot him. He's not armed or nothing. Plus, he's so fucking hurt at this point that he's not gonna get very far. Don't fucking shoot at you. You can't. Damn, he's not armed. Put your gun down, bitch. Nope, not a girl. He witnessed all that shit happening. It fucked him up. And he decided to get revenge. It just made him crazy. He's wearing lipstick and everything else, man. Damn, he died. She chopped him good. She cut him good. Yep, her little brother, the other twin. And she killed it.
Yeah.
That is so fucked
I
up.
think he was trying to look like his sister that died.
Yeah. Would you say that relationship is probably over between her and Nick? Because now the truth's out. Truth's out
Yeah,
now.
but it's also Jamie's brother in this movie. Yeah,
Yep.
Kim's brother.
Yep. Yeah, it was Kim and then the younger twins. Damn, damn. Yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah, sir. I love it. I always have.
what did you think? Did you like it? Yeah, it's definitely a fun movie. It's one of the best out there. I mean, a
To
lot
me,
of people don't know about it.
yeah.
Am I wrong in saying that?
To me, Terror Train's a little better, but I do love Prom Night. I did Terror Train 2 3 months ago. Oh shit! So you're not gonna do part two with JT then, or
He can't do it. He
oh, he's up?
messaged me that he ain't got no Wi-Fi. It's storming, and he
Yeah,
just says he hates it and everything. But anyway, even if he was going to cop on, I can't do it.
that's understandable. Well, thanks for having me for this one. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Oh, gotta love the Prom Night, 1980. Let me see. Let me see.
Maybe I will do the second one tomorrow. But do it, I don't know when. I mean, I've got it set up that I'm gonna have an Uber come and get me, from my house at 3, and then at 4, it's going to take me back home.
Tomorrow night at 11, I'll be doing when Evil Lurks with Karen over on her channel.
Yeah, I thought I would do it earlier.
Um, and it's been a long while since Karen and I did a thing like that, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I've only seen that like once. It's a really good possession show. It's very unique.
I've never seen it.
Well, if you like possession and stuff like that, I definitely recommend it.
Well, monsters
Very
followed
short.
by slashers and then paranormal. I, I don't mean paranormal activity. Hell no. I'm talking about poltergeist, ghosts,
Yeah.
demons. Them all go together, right? And they're paranormal. They're considered paranormal, right? Movies.
Right. I um I watched it with my son, and I knew in the first 10 minutes that it was unique, and I didn't realize it was supposed to be a possession type thing, but they do it so differently than all the other possession things that I really enjoyed it. So this will be my second time seeing it. Should be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
oh,
I'm
I'm
sorry I was a little bit of a
oh,
maybe I should have done this a different day.
oh,
I
oh,
should
you're
have
good. It was lots of fun. It was lots of fun. Don't worry about it.
did,
Sure, it sure was. Hell yeah. Had a good time. Great movie. Hell yeah, man. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Oh, but
but
yeah.
yeah, so what are you having going on?
Oh, since the tournament, so it's the first thing I've done since the tournament ended Sunday. Like I said, besides this here, tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, I'll be over on Karen's channel doing When Evil Lurks, and I've got a couple other little things planned. You know, I'm still going to do that Fulci documentary. I'm doing a little thing on the original Friday the 13th right now, since some of the anniversaries are coming up. And what I'm discussing is what was Jason a part of what Pamela was doing in part one? Did she know he was still alive, and was he helping her? That's what I'm going to be discussing.
Well, I have my theories.
So
I
yeah,
think
that
that he was helping her, but she didn't know he was.
yeah, I'll give my theory, and I'll discuss the whole thing, and I don't know, that should be out in the next couple of days or so. Other than that, yeah, just taking it easy. After the tournament, I busted my ass on that thing, so I'm just kind of hanging out, going to everybody else's channels, you know, whenever I'm invited or whatever, and just kind of enjoying and relaxing. That's about it.
It's understandable.
Taking
Well,
it easy.
I am going to bed, and everybody pretty much knows what I've got planned. I think. I ain't got the energy to go into all that. But remember, be the person you're meant to be, not the one that ever be. Hi.
Right.